All information can be found at womensbusinessenterprisecouncilwest.org. That's www.wbec-west.org. When you go to the website, you will see certification. Once you click certification, you will go to the certification drop box and reveal where it says certification benefits, certification FAQs, is certification right for me quiz, and the certification documents required. The information that I will be providing, I hope you find it helpful. Ownership. The female owner must own at least 51% of the business. We review your contribution, operation and control, independence, and citizenship. You want to review your legal and financial information to ensure that your documents support women ownership and control. You are encouraged to review WBEC standards and procedures used to determine certification. This certification takes time and effort, but we think you'll agree it's worth your time, and we are here to guide you through the process. It is suggested that you do not start the online application until you have gathered all of the supporting documents. Because WBEC-WEST is a partner organization in the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, we have agreed to abide by their stringent certification standards and procedure, and therefore we must request the documentation that WBEC has deemed necessary to the certification process. We cannot make any exceptions. Failure to submit all of the requested documentation during the review and analysis period will delay further action on your application. The list of required documents is required. Each item listed needs to be addressed by sending the item as a supported document. If one or more of the items that is listed is a non-applicable item to your company's legal structure, please explain and label on a separate sheet of paper for each non-applicable required document. Otherwise, your file is incomplete. Again, if any of the required documents listed are not applicable to your company, you must list the item and you may want to provide an explanation. When sending in the documents, please ensure you have sent the original WBEC sworn affidavit, notarized with your signature, for the majority woman owner that owns at least 51%. If ownership is 51% collectively between several women, all are to have signed notarized sworn affidavits individually to meet our minimum requirement. Very important. Have the owner send a test email to the database, webbanklink@cvmsolutions.com. In response, she should receive an out-of-office email. If she does not, please have your IT representative ensure that emails from webbank@cvmsolutions.com can be received. Now, let's get started with the online application. When entering your application, please be prepared to input name of owner and contact name of your representative that can speak on your behalf. Without a name of your representative input WBEC's online application, WBEC-WEST program managers will not speak to anyone in regards to your file other than the majority female owner. We take your privacy and the confidentiality of your information very serious, and we will continue to ensure that the confidentiality and your trust in us are maintained. General information. The general information requirements are the same for all business structures. History of business, how you got started in the business. Resumes of owners, board of directors, and key management team. This includes information about work history with titles, dates, and duties listed. Current education, degrees, and training. Owner eligibility. We need you to provide evidence of gender for women or women owner and evidence of U.S. citizenship. Your U.S. passport is evidence of both. If you do not have a U.S. passport, you will need to provide your state identification card or driver's license and U.S. birth certificate, naturalization papers, or legal resident alien status card. Financial structure. 3 years complete Internal Revenue Service income tax returns, including all schedules, are reported. Includes current and prior 2 years federal income tax returns for the business. For businesses less than 3 years old, substitute personal federal income tax returns for the appropriate number of years. If you have not received business taxes at all, you are still to provide 3 years of personal taxes. We obtain personal tax returns in lieu of business returns when the business has not matured more than 3 years for a financial paper trail. Management information. Depending on your company, you may not have management information, but you are required to address if it is non-applicable to your company, and you do so by providing a letter listing which documents do not apply, and you may want to explain why. Personnel. When listing all full and part-time employees, make sure you have included names, position, and length of service. W-2s and or 1099 forms are needed from every officer, director, or owner receiving compensation from the company for the most recent year. If you are not receiving compensation, please list this item as non-applicable and explain why you do not receive compensation. Now, the following documents differ per business structure if your company is a sole proprietor, partnership, corporation, limited liability corporation, or franchise. Please gather the documents to support your company's legal structure. And again, if the document does not apply to your company's legal structure, you are required to list each item and give a brief explanation explaining why you do not have the appropriate documents deemed necessary by WBEC. Files received are processed in date order within 15 business days from receiving your file in office. Once your file is complete, you will be notified by CVM Solutions that your file is ready for the certification committee to review. Within 90 days from the file complete date, committee will review your file and a site visit will be conducted at your principal place of business, again within the 90 days from your file complete date. Please be sure to remit a non-refundable processing fee made payable to WBEC-WEST. This fee is based on your company's gross revenue from your most recent 12-month tax return.